Alright, it is time for day 2 of Oselands. So, we are in TVHM because the mod has you start at level 30, which is still kind of weird to me. But, we are working towards Unforeseen here, so we're going to go ahead and grab that. And then after we get that, we are going to go ahead and head down left tree over here. Basically, I still am set on the idea of having a spam cooldown build, so that's pretty much what we're going to do. So we'll just get all that stuff set up and good to go. But now we just have to make forward progress. Hey, what are you... Yeah, okay. So we've got a Jolly Roger and a vendor. It's got a mag size of 2, crit damage 2x, ammo cost of 5, and a bonus to melee. This feels weird. Does it... It has a times 46 modifier. I don't know if it's worth the ammo cost and how slow it is to reload. Well, okay, hold on. It might be a little strong. I don't know. I'm kind of on the fence about this one. It's neat, though. We're kind of at a weird spot where the game tries to keep up with what level the player is. So instead of me being over-leveled, we're actually pretty much on par with the area, which is a little bit weird. Because I'm genuinely used to this area not, like, being quite this high, or me being under-leveled instead, and having to actually go ahead and deal with that for a while. It just means we'll save time on Bad Maw, probably, realistically. Okay, so, Bad Maw. Bad Maw is actually a little bit thick. I mean, I think he's probably normal health bar-wise. But yeah, that felt fine. Okay, so now we get to test out this Nell pistol we got yesterday, because we were fighting actual people and not like bots. So yeah, this feels pretty good. Of course it's underleveled now, and we could use like an amp shield with it or something. But as long as you hit your shots, it's consistent at the very least. Alright, so for Warden, I do want to try to use this pistol. Maybe not against the shield. Hold on. Oh, I should just throw javelins at everything. My bad. And, okay, so didn't even get to use the pistol. Still felt reasonable, though, so that is pretty good. Why do I... You know, every time I try to throw javelins at Wilhelm, I'm reminded of the fact that he doesn't care about them. So you'd think, like, I would, you know, learn it or something, but I just don't. Let's try out our kunai, though. Damage is okay on those. Alright, there we go. We've got a bouncing Bonnie. I'd assume this is probably pretty normal. Yeah, that's normal. Okay, cool. Hey, look at that. We've got another purple in the vendor. So we've got an orc. Because why not? I'm assuming this does vanilla orc stuff too. Oh, yep, it does vanilla orc stuff. Okay, cool. So we have an orc. You know, because why not? Ooh. Oh, right. Because all of our relics can have a secondary effect. Ah. So I guess this means that you could try to roll this for cooldown, or pretty much any stat that you want for the secondary. I'm not really worried about that anymore. I just kind of want it for the XP gain from combat, which is substantially higher in this mod, which is really, really nice. But yeah, that's all I really want it for, so that's kind of cool. And we are once again back to Clan Wars. Honestly, this is chill. Still, once again, very much a vanilla experience overall. The cooldown is nice, but it still feels pretty vanilla. Alright, cool. We hit level 41. Also, conveniently got a Maggie at the exact same time. I think it's pretty normal. It has an ammo cost of 2. Oh, it fires a lot slower. Okay. To be fair, the Maggie is a really high damage gun that shouldn't be as spammable as it is. But this just... okay. Yeah, I might just press more buttons with this one. Oh. Okay, Jenkins produces a lot of loot. That's cool. So we've got a swordfish. Adding a sword to anything makes it 10 times cooler. 2.5 times crit, plus 75% melee damage basically. Fires as fast as you can pull the trigger. Okay, so this could be interesting. It looks like it's just a slightly lower tier rapier then, with maybe a little more use. And a rubberized quasar, sure. Okay, how good are you? Let's see. Wait. Okay, so hipfire, it shoots one ammo at a time. Zoomed in, it dumps the whole mag. And it doesn't... I guess it does the full damage of the mag, but that just feels weird. Okay, well we have that, I guess. Alright, so TVHM Bloodwing. We are going to go ahead and be a little bit careful, since I'm really not used to this type of Maggie. I feel like they're definitely wanting like a Borderlands 1 masher type of feel out of it, so it is a little bit slower, but it still is pretty high damage. I, of course, would prefer the BL2 version, because it just is really nice to use, but I get it, for sure. And there we go. Okay, easy Bloodwing, of course. Oh my goodness, Brick runs really fast. Hold on. Let's go ahead and kill this guy for him. Oh yeah, no, he moves. Oh, he moves really, really fast. Brick damage isn't very high, but if he just runs up on everybody like that, yeah, I'm down. That's kind of fun. And that means you're never waiting on him for an objective. This is nice. I kind of wish Claptrap was this fast too. Alright, TVHM Jack body double. There we go. So now we are walking up to Bunker. We're level 43. The mission is probably not that. Level 46. Okay, so that's not bad. Pretty much the plan is just to bore Bunker and hope that he gives an insane amount of XP. And if that doesn't happen, that kind of sucks, not gonna lie, because that's my entire plan for XP. Worst case, we have King Mong. So, at least we have that as a fallback. Alright, so Bunker. Please don't move. Thank you. Okay, so we got a little bit of XP out of that. I was weirdly hoping we would level up, even though I didn't really have a very full XP bar. But we can still work with this, of course. We're doing just fine in terms of damage. I do still think it's a little bit odd that my two favorite guns to use right now are really, really low fire rate. It does make them feel a little bit awkward to use. And then we do have a rocket launcher here called Blitz. It is a 1 mag Vlad-off. Okay, so I guess whenever we level up we'll have to test this. But this might be cool. Ooh, we've got a Quicksilver. Okay, so this provides 2.2 times crit, grants increased movement speed while held, and explodes like a grenade when reloaded, retains the maximum damage until magazine is at half. So that's pretty cool. That seems to be a thing with all TDR SMGs in this mod at least. So you get to shoot almost the first half of your magazine and then you can just throw it, guarantee yourself the full damage. This is neat. We're gonna have to test this too whenever we get to level 47. Okay, so since I am currently having a little bit of difficulty finding a gun that I enjoy using because they did kind of mess up the Maggie for me a little bit, we're gonna switch to playing melee for a little bit. At least for the rest of TVHM, probably. Okay, so the law, dealing melee damage causes your shield to begin recharging immediately. Why? Do they... Guys. You know yeah, I don't need to explain this, alright. Okay, so on the bright side, the Order Shield does provide healing without having to hold the law. But I'm still confused why they chose to give the law shield regen on melees. But that's a thing, I guess. So, cool. Maybe it's supposed to be a survivability thing, probably. I don't know. I don't know. Okay, so we are level 46 now, and I do want to go ahead and test out the turbulence? Turbulent Blitz. Okay, so just the Blitz. Oh. Okay, so it is an infinity rocket. Oh, well, it's not infinite. Hold on. It just has a severely reduced ammo cost? That time it was 5. Okay, so if you hold it down, it just goes for it. Or... Okay, yeah, so it just some amount of rockets happen. Some amount. Unknown amount. Sure. That's kind of fun, actually. I do kind of like that. Alright, level 47. So, we have gotten a few Bada Booms, and one of the things I would like to point out about it is it does have a Vlad-off barrel on the front. I don't know if that's to make it shoot faster or something, but it disoriented me a little bit when I saw it, and I don't know why. Also, we can test out this Quicksilver. So, top speed of 16 miles an hour, put the Quicksilver on, 23. Okay, so a pretty reasonable increase. That's not bad. And then it throws very, very fast. This feels... Well, I'm out of ammo, but like that, I don't know. That might be a little strong. I just got a sham. It has 100% absorb. Why? Okay. Alright. Okay. Yeah. Okay. How does Saturn feel? Pretty Saturn-like. Okay. Okay. Pretty good XP. I might farm this out for a second. Probably be a good idea. Also, we did get an invader, so I'm assuming this probably still does invader stuff. Yeah, it still does invader stuff. Okay, so I went ahead and tried to ask the mod author basically, like, what the idea behind the law having a shield recharge ability was. And it simply boils down to wanting to have a variety of melee weapons, apparently. I'm going to go ahead and pull it up on screen here in a second. But, yeah, let's go ahead and see here. So, sorry, it's a little bit small. Discord on, well, everything is like this, unfortunately. So, I basically just asked, I'm playing through, tried the law, saw that it has a thing, and I asked them, like, did you have a build in mind for this? Like, basically asking, why is it like this? And they said, nope, I just thought it was a cool effect. My job as the mod creator isn't to create builds, just to give others tools to mess with, basically. And then, if you come up with something to use the law with, awesome. I have no clue what you would use it with. I just wanted to have a handful of different melee weapons that would be meaningfully different to each other, rather than just everyone use the rapier. So yeah, they basically just thought that that would be a unique thing for the law to have. I'm confused still by its existence, but I understand it was to try to add some variety to building. So that's kind of a fair reason, I guess. Okay, so TVHM, Jack, and Warrior fight. I gotta imagine this is gonna be pretty chill, hopefully. We've got walking and shooting men, because that's kind of just a thing that they do. And already into Warrior. Not bad. Alright, there we go. So, we are done with the TVHM already, since we did start at level 30. And I've got to be honest, I am severely disoriented by this mod so far. I'm not sure why, but it just feels off. I think one of the first things that has bothered me is the fact that the Maggie is slower, but it doesn't feel like it has a good reason to be slower. And then I got handed this, which feels really, really strong. And then also this, which feels pretty strong by itself too. And then we have the Ruby, which also has a really slow fire rate now for some reason, since it has that Jacob's Barrel probably. And then we got handed 100% absorb chance sham. And then also that law situation happened. So I'm being thrown around mentally by this mod. I'm of course going to continue to play it all the way up until OP10, just to see what it feels like, but just as an initial day 2 note, I am disoriented. I am confused. I don't know if the mod is exactly how it's supposed to feel, or if this is what they wanted. But if it is, then fair enough. But that'll do it for today. So yeah, day 2.